Hello there, you're watching Guitar Building with Glibas. Let's get to work. It's becoming colder and colder each day, so that's why I'm in a bit of a rush to complete this build before it becomes really cold, because it's winter here in Korea. That's December right now, so yeah, I have to get going with it. I'm not sure what was the last thing that I filmed, but over a few days I was working just a little bit off camera, so I actually, I'm very sad that I forgot to film how I drilled these holes in the headstock for the tuners, but nothing complicated there. You just take a drill, take the correct diameter of a drill bit, which was 10mm for me, and then just drill a few holes. So nothing really special there. Now, today I would like to work a little bit on the body. So here is an interesting tip. I don't know, it might help you. It's something that I'm doing. So I have a list of things that I have to do, and this list kind of helps me to visualize the things that I would like to do with this guitar, to think of the process, what should go first or what should I do next. So obviously I was thinking about routing a neck pocket for the guitar, because the neck is in this kind of rough shape here, and to finish it up I need to know the exact position of the neck. Now, before do that, I realized that I would like to finish the body as much as I can, like not all the things, but some of the things. So yeah, let's just do it, and then we'll figure it out as the process goes, because I have all the plan here, so we'll figure it out. So I'd like to briefly introduce you to my thinking process on this. Now, before routing the neck cavity, I would like to do something else. And the reason is, if you route the cavity, it will be about here. Actually, all this material will be removed. You remember, here we will have kind of a sharp corners. Now, working with these corners and smoothing them out, it can be difficult, because you can go over them very easily. So what I'm planning to do now is to take this interesting tool. Essentially, this is a spindle sander, a handheld spindle sander. These attachments, they're very cheap. You can buy them off AliExpress or pretty much anywhere else. Because I don't have a spindle sander, I'm gonna use this, and essentially I'm going to go around the whole perimeter of the body, because currently it's still a bit rough from the routing of the template. So I want to pretty much get it to the final shape, and then we'll probably get on with routing the neck and doing a lot of other stuff. Hey guys, so I finished, spindle sanding the perimeter of the guitar, and now I'm moving on to making the template or the jig for routing a neck pocket. Now, it's something fun, so I decided to share with you. So this contraption that you see here, let me explain what's happening. So obviously we have our body, we have our neck, and here is a little block of the same thickness as the body. Actually, it's an off-cut from here, or maybe from here, so it's same thickness. What I've done is I've glued the ruler onto the neck using masking tape super glue trick along the central line. So now we have essentially an extended central line here. So I've put it on here, And I prepared also masking tape on this side and on this side. So I'm going to use again masking tape super glue trick to temporarily put it in place. Now to place it in the correct place, I'm also using this block. And the way I'm setting this up is I have a central line here and I'm matching it with the central line over here on the body. And this central line, I'm actually putting the ruler against this block and I'm putting it in a position where both central lines are in place, just like that. So it ensures that the neck is exactly where it should be. Now let me glue it in place. So yeah, this looks great. So let me press this now. Then, the super glue will cure in a moment and we will have our neck temporarily in place, and then we will make another jig. Alright, so it's time for the next jig. I obviously removed this part. I have masking tape here and here on both sides of these straight sticks. And then how do I know if they're straight? Well, it says here straight, so they must be straight. Just kidding, I straightened them up. Well, anyway, so now I can use these sticks and glue them in place with masking tape and super glue, and this will be our jig for routing a neck pocket. So a little bit of glue all over the place here. Let's start with this one and then this one as well. I think I might as well put super glue here. Okay, then we're just gonna take these sticks and kind of like that put them in place. Same for this stick, put it in place. So the most important part is that they have to be clamping the neck here. So what happens out there is not important. So I'm gonna press against the neck very firmly so that they are in exact position where they should be, and then with some downward pressure you'll kind of clamp them in place with masking tape and super glue. Okay, and so after this cures we'll get to routing, so see you there. Okay, so here is our routing setup. I removed the neck, but then you can always double check that this fits here very nicely and tightly, so that is all good. Then we have our router with a kind of an extension here, and the router bit set, not too deep. So actually we just need these things for one pass, so I'm just going to do one pass and then we'll probably get rid of them. So let me put on my protection. So let's get routing. So we just went about 5mm deep, which is arguably not deep at all, but this is actually all we need to run the bearing along it. So now, we can essentially do that. And masking tape super glue trick, nothing left here, and it's just our very, very shallow neck pocket. So if you grab our neck, and you can put it in. And even with this kind of shallow neck pocket, you can already hold it just like that. So now what we'll do is just repeat the routing process a few more times to get this pocket just, you know, a tiny bit deeper. So according to my calculations, by the way, very sophisticated calculations, where on a piece of paper you draw everything, like your fretboard, your neck, your nut, your frets, and then you calculate how deep your neck pocket should be. And in my case, I'll stick with 20 millimeters. I might extend it to 21 millimeters later on, but it's always easier to remove a bit of material than to add some shims and all that. So our aim is to make this 20 millimeter deep. So let's do it. And so after a few passes, we've got our neck pocket exactly 21 millimeter deep, and our neck, which kind of slides in, so not just put in, it just slides in like that from the back, and then with some pressure it's in place. Let me take it out. Wow, that's so tight. Yeah, we actually don't need any glue even to hold it in place. We've got ourselves a guitar. And so on this very happy note, I would like to conclude today's video. It's a pretty quick one, but I guess that's all I get to do for today. Now we will have more things coming, and well, obviously now we've got ourselves a guitar. It's the closest we've been, and you know, all of the other things that will be, you know, finishing up, touch-ups, we've got ourselves a guitar. That's awesome. So cheers, see you next time, and yeah, keep making sawdust. Thank you for being here.